Before today's video starts, I just wanted to say I was originally not going to post this video. This video was originally recorded about a month ago. I originally decided not to post it because, while I think a lot of the stuff that I say in the video is valid, I think perhaps that there are just some things that are better left unsaid. However, a notable content creator in the motorcycle space recently got arrested.
Here's all of our Instagrams though. I read the charges. So we have 121 and a 40. Reckless driving.
Eluding. Now, this is something that happens all the time, but this creator in particular was very noticeable to me because in the past they've taken shots at me saying that I don't actually make real motorcycle content. That real motorcycle content is only purely defined by speeding, wheelies, and running from the cops. I've kind of set my page up to be the antithesis to that. That you don't need to put yourself or others in danger to have fun on a motorcycle. Do I ride super safe all the time in real life? Maybe, maybe not. But I always try to advocate for thinking critically. If you're gonna break the law, try to do it in a space where no one's gonna be the wiser. Try to do it in areas where people are not gonna notice that you're even breaking the law. I get we all buy these motorcycles to have fun, and having fun is a little bit hard to do when the speed limits are set so low. And especially if you're gonna be dumb, don't post it on the internet. Time and time again, bikers are going to be their own worst snitches. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of today's video. I don't mean any hate towards any specific individuals. I just hope that we could take these lessons that we've learned here in the online motorcycle space and apply them to our own lives to make them better.
Why are you starting today's video on the side of the road and out in the middle of nowhere? It's because my foot hurt and I need to readjust this. Here we go. I don't know. It's just giving me pain. I don't really understand why. It couldn't have anything to do with the possibility that I'm out riding a motorcycle out while my foot's still healing. I don't know. It's kind of a weird era that I'm in right now, but we're not gonna. In reality, what I would love to talk about today. Oh no, I have a gaslight. Oh, well, I'm glad I saw that now rather than when I'm all the way down there in the valley. Eesh. In reality today, what I really would love to talk about with every single one of you guys today is running from the cops on a motorcycle, on a sport bike, all the fancy full-fared bikes that you guys all love. I'm going to explain a little bit of my thought process of why I'm sitting on this godforsaken Supermoto today, and I want to reveal to every single one of you a little bit behind the scenes of what's been going on in my crazy little brain of mine. I was just like you as a young lad, alright? I love sport bikes, bro, and I still do. I still have my H2. My H2 is my only sport bike at the moment. As of recording this video, I only own 3 bikes. It's my MT-07, this bike, and my Kawasaki H2. It's a really weird lineup at the moment. But regardless, I have some reasons of why my interest in sport bikes have waned a bit. And that begins with the first fact of the matter is that you cannot enjoy a 1000cc bike on the road without breaking some laws. Yeah, you can't. I mean, it's possible to lumber around on a 1000cc bike, you know, chilling at like 3,000, 4,000 RPMs. Yeah, you can chill on them, okay? But if you want to enjoy your bike to its full limits, you're gonna have to break some laws. And not only are you breaking laws, but you're also putting yourself in some really just extreme danger. People run from the cops on 1000cc bikes all the time. I'm not going to say I've necessarily done it, but I know for a fact it's incredibly easy. When you compare the power to weight ratio on a 1000cc bike compared to a police cruiser, the 1000cc bike, it's not even a fair comparison. They're not even within the same realm of existence. So a lot of people will run from the cops on 1000cc bikes. I see you, Mr. Hill. You're mine. We're gonna have fun. Alright, well, we need to fix you before anything else. I don't know. Okay, good enough. Most people's plan when it comes to 1000cc bikes is if you got caught by the cops, you just, you go. Police helicopters exist. They are rare, but they exist. And the general idea again, this is not a recommendation. I'm just talking about like general motorcycle culture and what people do. The idea is if you get a police helicopter on you, everyone that I know is basically like, oh, you just go ride by an airport, because the general idea is that like police helicopters can't get clearance to fly near a commercial airport while chasing a motorcycle or a car or whatever. In theory, this makes a lot of sense because like, oh, it's a commercial airport, there's gonna be a lot of stuff going on there. They don't have time to land a bunch of flights and have a police helicopter come by. But yeah, okay, so that makes sense. If you're getting chased by a police helicopter, just go by an airport, no big deal, right? Well, what if I were to tell you that you were very wrong, and there is someone actually in our area who was caught by the cops very recently, who did everything that everybody always talks about. I'm not going to give out this guy's name. Basically what happened is this guy found a state trooper, was wheeling next to a state trooper, police helicopter was called on him, and this guy was like, okay, bet. I can't tell you exactly what was going on behind this guy's head, but I can guess based off of being a motorcyclist and knowing other motorcyclists who like to do this type of stuff. That guy was probably thinking, oh, this is no big deal. He wasn't panicking at all. So this guy just started cruising his way on over to the airport. No big deal, right? He's just, nice little Sunday cruise in the middle of the night. Here's the really weird thing though. Again, this is all very local. Like while I was watching this video, bro, I was like, I'm watching this. I know all of those highways that guy's riding on. I know the airport. I'm like, this is literally our area.
Okay, he's gonna take the Terminal Drive. He's taking the exit to Terminal Drive. He's going, okay, he's gonna flip a U-turn signal 100, I believe. Yep, they've got units right behind him. Okay, signal 100, it's going to be, he flipped a U-turn. I think this is Hotel Road back southbound.
I see him ride up next to the airport, but here's the really weird thing. The police helicopter flies right over the airport. I don't know like how they were able to fly over that airport like that. The fact of the matter is there. The police helicopter flew over the commercial airport while following the guy on the motorcycle. It is quite literally one of the most insane things I've ever seen in my life. This guy got into a situation that every 1000cc motorcyclist worries about, and he did everything that everybody always talks about doing. You know, you ride by the airport and then you take off. That guy ended up getting caught, and he ended up being in a lot of legal trouble. I don't really know. I didn't follow the story, but point is, I think me and every single one of my friends and every single biker in my area watched that video, and we're like, oh crap. Turns out running from the cops is a really bad idea, because here's the thing not enough motorcyclists understand. At the end of the day, if they want you bad enough, they're gonna get you. And so the best way to win the game is just not play it. For a while, that really sucks to think about, because like you have these bikes, they are, once you ride one of those bikes, it is the greatest thing literally ever. It's like once you had a taste of God, once you've had a taste of that heaven, it's so hard to kick. I don't want to do it. I didn't want to give up that kick. And here's the thing, I haven't given up that kick because I started riding this bike super hard. And this bike, this is the answer. Once you get over the riding position, riding this bike literally gives me the same feeling of riding 1000cc bike, because I could be in second, third gear, pull on the throttle, and the front wheel just comes up. I wish I could show you on video, but I have to blur it every time because of YouTube. But just take my word for it. If you can get over the riding position, how it's like, yeah, it's all upright, which is totally fine by me because it makes me more comfortable and I could ride this bike for longer because of that. It gives me that same feeling of riding 1000cc bike. All the power is up top. You can rev it out. It's got an awesome quick shifter, nominal brakes that just stop like crazy, bro. You can just do little stoppies with it. It's crazy. It sounds awesome, and it's literally, this bike is half the price of a 1000cc bike, by the way. So when you take all of that into account, it's cheaper to operate, cheaper to insure, cheaper to own. This bike is, on paper, better than a 1000cc bike in every single way. And you do all of this stuff at street speeds. I'm literally doing the speed limit right now. Obviously, when you're accelerating, you're not, but still, like, you're doing all of this stuff under 100 miles an hour, which is way better than doing this stuff over 100 miles an hour. It does all the same stuff. And so when I started riding this bike, realizing I could still have that 1000cc fun and that like adrenaline feeling, and watching the video of the guy doing everything that everybody always talks about what they want to do on a 1000cc bike, and seeing how that really didn't go his way, yeah, dude, I kind of start to change my mind about the 1000cc bikes. Now, what I like about the H2 is they kind of taught me how to ride a 1000cc bike properly. You know, I complained all throughout the summer about how that bike heats up too quickly. You can't like really ride it too hard because or else it heats up. You have to wait for it to cool down, which originally was a bad thing to me because of the way I was riding it. I was used to riding my NA bikes like my V4 and my S1000 just as hard as possible everywhere that you went. But what I like about the H2, and what I've really come to like about the H2, is it kind of taught me how to enjoy a 1000cc bike. Best way to enjoy that fast of a bike, because that level of acceleration is never going to be matched. I mean, even as much fun as this bike is to, like, as a technical aspect, it's never going to match like the H2 in terms of acceleration. So the best way to enjoy the H2, in my opinion now, is doing quick pulls here and there and then waiting for the bike to cool down like you're supposed to, like how that bike wants to be ridden stock. And so what I'll do is when I'm on the H2, I'll do like a quick little check. I'll look around, make sure there's no cops, make sure there's no other cars, and then you have your fun. You do your pulls, you know, you hold it for as long as you feel comfortable, and then you back off. No one's getting hurt, no one's getting scared because you're blowing past them at 200 miles an hour. Everyone's chill. If a tree falls in the forest, no one's gonna know. So I appreciate the H2 for teaching me that. And that's why at the moment, I don't plan on adding an intercooler to that bike, because I like the way I'm riding it the way it's stock. It's just nice knowing that I'm restricted by the bike mechanically rather than trying to push my limits all the way down a highway like that. So sport bikes are still cool to me. And I have two middleweight sport bikes on order. I have the R9 and the new Panigale V2 on order. They're gonna be coming to the channel. I'm gonna be recording with them, filming with them, doing all the fun stuff. Those level of bikes to me, I hope I get the same level of fun from those bikes as I do with this bike, because I still do love the look of a fully faired sport bike. They're awesome. I think sport bikes get the majority of people into motorcycles in the first place just because of how cool they look. But I think truly, as people evolve and ride motorcycles more and more, I think eventually everybody is going to turn into somebody like who owns a bike like this, or like a multi-strada, or like, you know, the big upright touring bikes. But if you really want to enjoy riding and see what it all has to offer, It's the middleweights, it's the big bikes that keep you into riding. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my little yap session today. I'm gonna continue to enjoy my ride on my motorcycle without having to talk, because it's genuinely one of my favorite things to do in the world. So stick around. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye bye.